This is the Chat City interviews from 103.2 Preston FM.
And that's what you are, Chat City, Monday through Friday. It's your morning show, 10 a.m. through to noon. Preston FM 103.2, serving the great city of Preston, South Ribble. And of course online and on TuneIn Radio, so wherever you are, you just can't get away from us. And I've got a few guests in the studio right now. And we're going to be talking to them about the BIBAS, that's BIBAS. And I've got Tony Morgan, who is Head of Business Engagement at Superfast Lancashire, who's headline sponsor of the BIBAS 2014. And Norman Tenray, a current BIBAS judge and former BIBAS winner. So a very good morning to you guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you. Well, who should I come to first? Maybe Norman, as a current BIBAS judge and former BIBAS winner. What is BIBAS? Tell us all about it.
BIBAS is the Be Inspired Business Awards. It's got a special place in my heart because, as you quite rightly said, previously won a variety of awards to include Business Person of the Year and Business of the Year, and it made such a huge impact on our business and gave us the catalyst, if you like, to actually further expand our business and win trust and confidence within the business community.
And what size of business are we talking about? Are there various sizes of business? Is this small business, medium business, large business? Can anybody apply?
Any business that trades from within Lancashire can apply for the BIBAS. One of the questions I get asked often is what type of size, what type of achievements, etc., do I need to actually have achieved? And I would say it's open to everyone. It's a fantastic opportunity to have a variety of judges and business people actually interact with you, review your business and ask you questions. And for me, the biggest part about being involved in the BIBAS is actually going away with some benefit, because you get asked the type of questions that you don't get asked normally in business.
Right. I was going to ask you, so once you've applied, they then come along, and what then happens up until the kind of judging day?
Well, the BIBAS is open today for applications.
Right.
There's a new website that's gone live, which is www.thebibas.co.uk. So the first stage is to actually review the categories, find a category that suits your business or a particular achievement that you've achieved, and then what you do is you send your application in. Once you've sent your application in, you'll get notified whether you've been shortlisted. And there's a major difference this year. Each year the BIBAS tries to evolve and lift its standard. And this year we've got the judges going on tour. And what will happen is the first interview will actually be in our offices. And then if you get through to the second round, the judges will actually visit your business and actually see your business, come to life.
So what are the kind of things that you now as a judge, and when you first applied, what are the kinds of things that people are looking for? What do they want to know about your business?
Well, again, I get asked this question a lot. For me, it's about understanding the trials, the tribulations that you've actually gone through, because we've all come through a very difficult climate over the last 5 years. So for me, it's actually understanding the challenges, the investment, the commitment, the passion that's involved in the business. And actually, people don't like to talk about the negativities in their business, but I think that actually adds strength to a business, because when you look at what makes a leader, what makes a good business, it's not just about the skills that you have. It's actually about courage. It's about confidence. It's about believing in your dream. And you're leading a number of people, and you've basically got to achieve those results. So what we're looking for is outstanding achievements, true grit and determination, and real business acumen.
Right. And I see that in 2013, nearly 1,000 entries were received, and that 125 then going on to the judging stage. That's quite a big difference in numbers there, from 1,000 to 125. Is that because it is tough being judged, or is it the criteria that then is taken through to you getting through to the final?
Every year we say it's harder than it was the previous year. And it is a real challenge to try and pick out the people that have got a real outstanding message. But everyone in the whole process, if you apply, 1,000 businesses apply, then they're actually taking stock of their achievements, their business strategy and their structure, and they're writing it down. There's not many chances that you're actually testing what you're doing. So the first stage, you get something out of it. For us as judges, to whittle it down from 1,000 to 100 people is incredibly challenging.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
To whittle it down from 100 to 10 or 8 businesses, and then to pick one outstanding business from the final 8, every one of those stages is incredibly challenging.
Right, yeah, I could imagine that. So how long have these been running? I believe it was born out of research from the university about raising standards throughout businesses. And I take it that you would say that's now been successful.
It's been successful, but just like businesses, we can't sit on our laurels. We have to constantly move forward. We have to constantly raise standards in order to achieve the objectives in business. And the awards has to keep pace with that, because otherwise it's going to fall by the wayside. The awards merged in 2006 with the Chamber Outstanding Awards. And as I said, I'm very passionate about the BIBAS because what it helped our business with, and more importantly through the judging process, the feedback I get from entrants about how we've helped them move their business forward just through the questions and the interview process. So it really is moving forward. I mean, another major change this year is that we've actually retained Lancaster University to review all of the leading awards around the world in the Americas, such as the Stevies and also the European awards, to actually benchmark the BIBAS against those awards and see what they do incredibly well. So we've now come up with a process that we actually understand how to review, judge and push the standards of the awards process even further.
Right. And coming to you, Tony, Head of Business Engagement at Superfast Lancashire. You're the headline sponsor this year of the BIBAS. What was it that made you want to sponsor?
I suppose first of all we give you a bit of background to what Superfast Lancashire is. Superfast Lancashire is the programme that's running currently to provide fast, reliable broadband across the whole of the county. Now, at the moment, you have commercial operators who will install fibre in areas where they'll get return. Superfast Lancashire is about filling in the gaps, the intervention areas. So part of that is a business support programme. Putting fast fibre in the ground, how does that help businesses? Well, it does, but unless you tell businesses what it can do. And part of what we're doing at Superfast Lancashire is we have an innovative training programme called Business Support. So for us, we've only got short shelf life. We're going to be here until 2015, and we looked around at ways of getting our message across. And watching all of last year, the real impetus behind the BIBAS, it's something that when we were out in the SME marketplace talking to people were talking about the BIBAS. So when we investigated a bit more, we really understood how this is a real innovative, get the word right, innovative judging process and an innovative set of business awards which we'd like to be associated with, because what we're offering again is innovative ways forward for business to exploit broadband going in the ground. So for us really it was a no-brainer to look at this, to be at the awards ceremony last year, to talk to people who've been part of the awards in the past, people now who, I spoke to a lady who hadn't won an award but had applied 2 or 3 years on the trot. So I was having a conversation to understand why did she keep applying, and what she was telling me was just being part of the judging process made her look at a business in a different way, to really think about what she was doing in business, and it's improved her business just by being part of the process. So if you're opening yourself up and being brave enough to open yourself up to the outside world, it shows that you're a business that wants to move forward. So for Superfast Lancashire, we want to be involved and engage with the small and medium business community in Lancashire to offer them the free business support. What better way to do it than be involved in a real brand name, a real leader in business awards.
And I see last year the awards were held at Blackpool Tower and over 900 people turned up. So it's quite something, isn't it? So for somebody listening from a business at the moment who maybe had never heard of the BIBAS before, what would you be saying to them?
basically get involved. I mean, over 900 people turned up to the event, but there was a waiting list of over 100 people to attend the event. So it's heavily subscribed, it's incredibly well supported and incredibly highly respected by everyone that's involved. And if any business out there, or business leader or entrepreneur, is actually thinking about a way of how to actually review what they're doing, this judging process will give them an incredible opportunity for thinking different.
And is it a kind of standalone event, or is there a business community that has grown from these awards?
The business community has grown. I mean, there's a lot of interaction. I mean, before you go into the interview process, obviously you're meeting other people that are waiting to go in before you and have just come out. And I know personally that a lot of businesses have interacted and trade between them. The awards, in my opinion, celebrate Lancashire success. And, in today's environment, survival is the new form of success. So even if a business is just teetering on the edge, or it thinks it's working hard and not achieving much, just to be still standing without any real support over the last 5 years is a huge achievement. And I would actually say to any business, if you're still standing after 5 years, you've got something about you. Just get involved with the BIBAS. It could be the best thing you've ever done.
And the prizes, I believe there's 18 prizes in the 2014 awards. What are some of the prizes? And for some small business that does win, what do they get out of the winning?
Winning is a fantastic achievement. There's no better sensation. But for me, I entered the BIBAS to actually get into the final category, because if you're in the final selection, you get an award, a certificate that goes into your reception area. And obviously if you win, you get a fantastic BIBAS, and it looks like an Oscar. It's absolutely amazing. I have 2 in my office, pride of place. So just being involved, it's not necessarily winning or getting into the finals, because at every stage of the process, as I said before, you get something out of it. It will help your business, and it will help you develop as an individual. If you're pitching for any business in normal life, you have to know how to present your business, get your message across, and achieve what you've set out to achieve. You're going through the same process in this BIBAS judging process, so it will help develop you.
And in a way, it's like Tony was saying about the lady who came along but hadn't won, but yet she still feels that she wants to apply each year and be part of that business community.
In life, we're often told that it's better to lose because we learn more. Okay, I don't prescribe to that, because that would emphasise that it's better to go bust than it is to survive in a climate. But going through the awards process, you learn something and you achieve something, whether you win or you don't. Just get involved, and then you'll understand the power of the BIBAS.
So take us through how it works then. Today is the opening day for applications. How can people find out about it and apply? And what are you looking for in the applications that you receive?
Each of the categories, the 18 categories you said, are available to review on www.thebibas.co.uk. You can see last year's entries, photo galleries to give you a feel. There are videos that will basically interact with the people that have been involved in the process, both as judges, sponsors, and also entrants, to give you a feel of what you can achieve. So I would review the website carefully. I would look at something that fits your business, and I would actually say, sit down, plan it properly, review what you've achieved, review what you've done, review the blood, sweat and tears that you've invested in your business, and actually put it down and make sure that it's coming from the heart.
Just on that point, do people often underestimate what they have achieved?
Absolutely right, because we go to work and we know we're going to have challenges. And if we got up in the morning and understood the type of challenges we faced every day, I don't think we would do it, because we're clinically insane to actually take those tasks on. So we all go to business, we deliver the impossible, and every business out there fights to work within the constraints of legislation, finance and policy. And actually, it's all set against us. So to actually be achieving something and moving forward, Businesses need to be applauded, and that's what the BIBAS does. It applauds the commitment, the tenacity and the hard work that businesses invest to keep the employment and make profits for this great community.
So, Tony, as sponsor, what are you hoping to see from the awards this year?
Well, I think there's a great synergy between the stuff that Norman's just been talking about in terms of businesses really should be striving to do something different moving forward. So from Superfast Lancashire's business support perspective, we've actually got a free support program available to small businesses, which will really help them to grow in the years coming. The internet's here. Every business now is linked to the internet in some way, shape or form, whether you want to be or not. And we were discussing before we came in this morning, even as a business that you think you're not on the internet, people are talking about you on the internet. So, you may just be a cafe somewhere that, has a customer leave. They either tweet about you and say it's good or bad. So you really need to understand what that process is. So within Superfast Lancashire, the business support program, we've got several modules, to help you understand social media and business, to really understand what your website should be doing for you, to understand what cloud computing is. When we launched back in June of 2013, we had Edwin Booth do a keynote speech for us. And Edwin said, the fast, stable broadband in Lancashire will enable the small and medium businesses out there to really compete as speedboats with some of the battle cruisers. So what we're offering, which mirrors what the BIBAS is all about, is to get businesses thinking about how they should be driving their business forward. As Norman said, survival has been a key over the last few years. Now is the time possibly to think, how do I go forward? So as well as looking back at what you've done for the BIBAS, think about what you want to do going forward and come and talk to us at Superfast Lancashire about the free business support for small businesses, that we can help you understand some of the new technologies which are going to be key. In a few years' time when we're doing the BIBAS again, in 2016, 2017, there'll be businesses in the BIBAS final list that have really been, their success has been key based upon some of the stuff they've heard from us at Superfast Lancashire and exploiting the new technologies available.
Okay, thanks. And again, just as we round up, that all-important address for people to get applications and find out more is?
www.thebibas.co.uk.
Brilliant. Well, can I? Yes, go on. Yeah.
Just one final thing from me, while I've got some airtime.
Yes, go on.
Superfast Lancashire, we're running a taster of our programme, free to businesses,
right,
at Burnley, at Turf Moor, on Wednesday the 5th February. If you want to come along as a small business and really understand what the free training programme is about, have a look on our website, www.superfastlancashire.com, on the free business support, and all the details are there, plus our links over to the BIBA website as well.
Brilliant. Thanks for giving the website. It's amazing how many listeners get in touch with and said, you didn't give the website. So there you are, you've got the website. So can I thank Tony and Norman for coming in and telling us about the BIBAS?
103.2 Preston FM.
Your community.
Your radio.